than from any other country on earth. And in Al-Shabaab, we face a very real and shared threat that we are determined to confront together. So we have a very real stake in Kenya's future prosperity and Kenya's future security. I believe the more we can build the former, the better we can safeguard the latter. The two go hand in hand. We want to work with Kenya to build our partnership for security. We don't have all the answers, we don't pretend that we do, but we do believe that we can contribute, that we can learn from each other, and that we can work together in our mutual self-interest to protect our citizens and protect our values. And this is a long-term commitment. We want to work with Kenya to achieve lasting prosperity and enduring security. The Jubilee government has made a very important commitment to improve the business environment, and I applaud President Kenyatta's call to all Kenyans to join him in eradicating corruption in 2015. Defeating corruption will send an incredibly important signal to business. It will help business to thrive, it will encourage investment, and it will ensure that the fruits of growth are spread more evenly and more fairly across the economy. And Kenya can count on Britain's steadfast support in this priority of the President for 2015. And as we look forward to working closely with Kenya on initiatives to improve the business environment, Kenya has made significant progress over the past 2 years. For example, to speed the time it takes to get goods into and out of the country, and to lay down a strong and predictable framework for the extractive industries. But more can be done. Simplifying the processes for registering a new company, for buying land, and for registering title, and for accessing energy. A visa regime that ensures international companies can keep essential staff here, and in particular, that those operating in the oil sector can get short-term permits to bring people in. And joining the Extractives Industry Transparency Initiative to create an investment-friendly environment and facilitate the equitable and sustainable development of Kenya's natural resources. We believe in Kenya's future. That's why I'm here, just weeks away from a general election and just days before our own government goes into purdah ahead of that general election. That is why our Department for International Development is scaling up its investment here to work with the Kenyan government on the business environment agenda. And that's why we have helped form the British Chamber of Commerce as part of the Prime Minister's Overseas Business Network initiative to transform the support provided by business for business overseas. Now, I encourage anyone here, I can't imagine there is anyone here, but anyone here who is not already a member to sign up at once. I'm sure the membership forms are floating around the room somewhere. So I'm delighted that the British Chamber and its Kenyan counterpart are signing an MoU today to strengthen their collaboration. Let me congratulate all those who have made this possible and express my appreciation to you all for your contribution to building the vital UK-Kenyan relationship. Let us look forward to a long and mutually beneficial relationship supporting the security and the prosperity of both the Kenyan and the British people. Thank you very much.
The Right Honourable Philip Hammond to Kenya, and to tell him that it's actually an honour and a pleasure and a privilege for me to host him in Kenya and to welcome him and his delegation to Nairobi. I don't think I need to repeat that Kenya and the United Kingdom enjoy a wonderful relationship. I said that before, and I hold it to be true, and I believe all of you hold that to be true, and that's why we have such a wonderful gathering here this afternoon. Our friendship is old, it's historic, it has been extremely valuable, and it continues to pay high dividends. Today, we actually are going to take that relationship a notch higher because our two chambers of commerce will be signing an MoU. Now, I told the chairman of the chamber, who is not here, Kenyan chamber, who is not here today, Kiprono, that finally I actually have somebody to blame if our businesses are not growing as fast as we want them to grow. And so I think both chambers and both the chairman of our chamber, who is represented today by Mr. Onditi, the vice chair, and the chairman of the British chamber have to keep that in mind before they sign the MoU, that finally we will be holding you responsible if this business doesn't continue to grow. Let me also say this, that we have done well so far. I think we have 100 British companies that are present in Kenya and that have invested in various sectors of our economy. We appreciate that support, we welcome it, and we continue to facilitate your presence here in any way that we can. I'd also like to say that the trade between us has been growing. At one point, actually, the trade was in our favor, Foreign Secretary. I am a bit sad today because that has changed, and I'm hoping that we can actually find innovative ways of bringing back the status quo that exists.